Think of something that maybe one in particular, one that you just feel you have no control over, right? Like you're addicted to. Also, don't tell stories about, oh, I'm so addicted to their pizza, to their fried chicken, to their hamburgers, whatever it is. I have to have it. You're programming yourself to never be able to break this habit. So let's start with the karate chop area here. And we're doing what's called the setup statements. We're setting up all the fears, the anxieties to be released. So even though I love junk food, especially my pizza, my hamburgers, my fried chicken, and I don't want to quit, but I know I should, and maybe my cholesterol's sky high, or there's something else going on, the doctor told me I should, or I just feel I should, I want to do it for me or my loved ones so I live longer to be with them and torment them as needed. Even though I don't want to give up this junk food, I accept that. I'm at that place in my point of my life now, and I choose to release it, if not now, someday in the near future. I love myself. I respect myself. I honor my body and what I've put it through over the years, and I let go of this junk food craving. Even though I love my junk food, my pizza, my hamburgers, my tacos, fried chicken, whatever it is, donuts, sweets, and I can't even drive by one of those restaurants without stopping in and buying it and just eating it all. I forgive myself for doing that to my body. God only knows what chemicals and things are in there, along with the fats, the carbohydrates, all that stuff clogging up our bodies. I forgive myself, and I choose to either cut back completely or, like Colleen did, just do it a little bit at a time. Just cut back every week a little bit less, a little bit less. I accept that this is where I'm at now. I forgive myself for bringing myself here. I know my body forgives me and just wants to be healthy and healed. And so it is. Even though I am terrified of the feeling of deprivation of my comfort food because I eat fast food or junk food when I'm stressed. Maybe at lunch, I'm in a stressful job, or after work, or when the family's driving me crazy, life's driving me crazy, and I'm terrified just to think I won't allow myself to do that anymore. I forgive myself for that thought. I accept that this is where I'm at now. It's okay. But I have the power to change. I've always had the power to change. I had the power to start going for this junk food and eating this fast food. And now I'm going to cut back. And maybe I don't know even how I'm going to do it. But I choose to open myself and release these fears of deprivation of comfort, fears of deprivation of, they make the junk food, the fast food, so delicious. Crunchy and creamy and salty and sweet, or whatever you're eating. I let go of my fear and terror that I won't be able to cope and I'm going to fail again. Maybe you tried a whole bunch of times to cut back or to stop completely. I had. Before I knew EFT, I pretty much didn't have the power to do it. I just gave up and gave in. I now release these fears, and I choose to start a whole new life of health and saving the money, because fast food isn't cheap anymore. Oh my gosh. Even when it's on sale and they send those coupons in the mail, it ain't cheap anymore. So I choose to let go and just realize I could buy some healthy stuff at the grocery store for all the money I'm spending on the fast food. So let's do the top of head tapping right here. These are reminder phrases of what you want to have happen. I completely and totally let go of my fears of what could happen when I stop eating fast food or even junk food. When I see the fast food restaurants when I'm out and about and I get the cravings, I remember to tap like this. and let them go. Release the cravings for fast food. Release the cravings for my hamburgers, donuts, fries, onion rings, fried chicken, fish sandwiches, tacos, all of this stuff. When I see these fast food restaurants I used to go to, maybe even every day, I feel safe to keep going and not stop in. I won't even go in for a salad because I know I'll order a hamburger too. The voice of experience. I'm now letting go of these cravings in my mouth and my energy for my favorite junk food, my fast food, even having a few glasses of wine after work or cocktails or whatever. You just feel so good. See, that's the thing. When we get into these habits with drinking, smoking weed, if you live somewhere where weed is legal or not, eating gummies, all that stuff, eating candy at the grocery store, standing in line, all those candy bars calling out, put some in your cart, put some on the checkout belt. Just ignore them, stay strong, and look ahead. That's what I do now. I release my fear of the possible discomfort that'll come when I cut back or completely stop eating junk food, fast food, sweets, candies, all that poison. That they're feeding us poison and making money off us being sick. We get sick from eating nasty food that they promote, even in the grocery store. We got to go to the doctors and then spend a bunch of money on medication, right? For high cholesterol and different things. Just let it go. Save that money for you. For your life. For your vehicle. For wherever you live. Remodeling. For cool clothes. I don't know. Whatever. You deserve this because you're a treasure. Now under the armpit. In the center of the armpit. Ever so gently tapping. As I release this craving for junk food and the comfort that comes with the junk food, with the fast food that I love, as I release this craving for discomfort, release, stress release, fear release, as I release the need to eat unhealthy things or drink unhealthy things. Some people are addicted to soda. As I release my need to have these things, I feel relaxed and comfortable, and I know I can do it. And again, I always do the other side. You don't need to. You should just be able to do one side, but I like to do both because what the heck? Double teaming the fears, baby. I let go of my fear now of what'll happen. The fear of loss of my comfort. Things that I eat and drink that I know aren't healthy for me, but I can't let them go. Yeah, I can. I stopped telling the story. I'm addicted. I can't let these foods or these drinks go out of my life. I choose to remember now that as I release these fears and am able to cut back on unhealthy eating and drinking, my body's going to feel better. I'm going to feel better. People are going to notice and maybe even say, my God, have you been losing weight? You look great. Your skin's so clear. You're just glowing with health. How about that for a change, right? After all the years that you felt awful. I don't know anyone, including myself, who ever ate junk food, fast food, and felt good afterwards. You usually feel sort of nauseous, like, oh. And your body's trying to process all those chemicals and everything. It's just no good. You can do this. And again, as I release this fear of any non-beneficial emotions that are going to come up about loss of comfort food, loss of comfort drinks, I can use EFT or any modality to let go of those fears, of that discomfort. And so it is. And here's a little tip what you might want to do. Like say you're driving or walking or on a public transportation going by your favorite fast food places or restaurants or places where you know they don't have healthy food, and if you go in, you're not going to eat the healthy food anyway. You're going to order something that you love, and that's not good for you. Once you get that craving and that desire, just nip it right in the bud. This is what I do. If you feel okay doing this, I just start tapping. Of course, I drive my car, so who cares what the other drivers think? They'll stay away because they'll think I'm crazy. Crazy old lady. Yes, I am. Letting go of these cravings for this food, I completely stop now. Stop imagining how good it will taste in my mouth, how good it will feel. Maybe I start focusing on instead how sick I'll feel afterwards, how fat I'll get, how unhealthy I'll be. When my lab results come back from the doctor, it'll be bad news. I let this go. It's okay. It's okay. Now, if you're in a public place and you're tempted to go in to a fast food restaurant or somewhere, and you know you're going to buy unhealthy food, and you're like, I don't want to do all the crazy stuff Colleen does, you can do this under your nose, the under the nose point, very popular, end points of the governing vessel meridian, all over there. You can tap like this, or people won't know, they'll think you got an itch, and just in your mind, just talk about, I choose to be strong. I let go of this need because I've had a stressful day at work or a stressful day with the family. I let go of this need, this craving, this desire to walk in there. I'm stronger than that restaurant's advertising. I'm stronger than my cravings. I'm changing my life and I want to. I don't need to eat food anymore that's unhealthy to comfort myself. I comfort myself by tapping on my acupressure points. This is what I do, and I love myself for that. Now, you may feel a whole lot of release and feel strong and empowered to stop or cut back your unhealthy food eating or drinking, but it may rise again out of habit. And I would like you just to think now, if you think about your favorite fast food, junk food, drinks, marijuana, I don't know. Think about it now. When you probably started this, you were at severity 10 of 10, the worst cravings or the worst desire. If you think about where you're at now, you might be at a 5 or a 4 out of severity 10. You might want to do another round. Play this video again and just say, here's how you do another round. Even though I still have this craving for that pizza place across the street, followed by the donut place across the street. We really have that here where I live. And then a Circle K with all kinds of unhealthy stuff in there, and beverages too. Even though I still have a craving for pizza, donuts, and unhealthy drinks, I forgive myself and I let it go. Even though I still have this craving for unhealthy food and drink at, say, level 3 or 4, 5, I choose to let it go. I'm changing my life. I'm stronger than this craving. And I release my fear of discomfort, my fear of loss of comfort, because I need comfort. I choose to comfort myself in different ways. I don't know, taking a walk, taking a shower, reading a book, playing online, whatever it is. Even though I'm so terrified that I still have this craving. It's not 100% gone. But I've had this craving maybe for decades. I forgive myself and I just let it go. I am breaking up the energy of this craving. I stop telling stories that I have no power over the junk food cravings. It controls me. You don't want to feel that way, do you? Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. So 3 setup statements and then do the tapping. Releasing all remaining fears of giving up junk food. What's the worst that can happen? For me, it was a loss of comfort. Also, I felt like I was more in control. Going in there, I'm going to have junk food whether it's healthy or not. I'm going to eat it. That was so stupid of me, but that's me. I release my fear and feeling maybe that not eating my favorite foods or drinking my drinks or having my desserts or whatever, I'm just going to feel like a sad, lonely, unhappy person. I let go of that fear. Within maybe a week or 2 of cutting back or not eating it at all, I'm going to feel so good. just maybe do an experiment for a couple of weeks. See how it goes. Worked really well for me and just about everyone I know who's done this. They can't believe the difference. So much more energy, so much more bliss, not feeling all that heavy weight of those chemicals and all that horrible stuff on you. Releasing my fear that it's not safe to give up junk food, fast food, unhealthy beverages, whatever. I let it go now. Releasing my fear of deprivation, fear of lack of comfort, releasing my fears. I don't want to do this anyway. But part of you really does, doesn't it? Or you wouldn't be watching this video. So you can tap around your ankles, the inside of your legs, your shins. There's so many areas. And when you tap on your legs and your ankles, you can just talk about, I now release as I walk my path these fears of not having junk food or fast food or unhealthy food, of change. I release my fears of change. It's so easy to do. You just have to keep at it. When you could drive up to or past or walk past your favorite fast food restaurant and just go, I don't want to go in. It's gross just to think of what's going on, all the grease and everything. Oh my gosh. You're going to be so proud of yourself, and you deserve that because you're doing great, you're getting better, and that's part of being someone who's living at this time, is just to get better and better and be proud of yourself and your loved ones being proud of you. You can do this. You got this. You're a treasure. Peace out. Namaste. Get 10 free chapters of my Fearless Accurate Dowsing book on my website, emorescue.com. There's also links to all my Amazon books and other interesting information. Thank you.